अच्छा, इलेक्शंस आ रहे हैं तो सारी पार्टियां अपना अपना दबदबा दिखाने में लगी हैं कि हमें ज़्यादा वोट मिलेंगे, हमें ज़्यादा वोट मिलेंगे। क्या पर कभी सोचा है कि इंडिया की सबसे ओल्डेस्ट पार्टी कौन सी थी? इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस। बनी कैसे थी? So, Indian National Congress was founded in 28 December 1885 with three founding members. First, A.O. Hume, W.C. Banerjee, and the great old man of India, Dadabhai Naroji. सुन के थोड़ा अजीब नहीं लगा? Congress party was founded by an British? How is it possible? A.U. Hume. There are two theories which says about the origin of Congress. One is traditional and one is modern view. Let's see them. So the traditional, which is also known as safety valve theory, says that A.O. Hume founded a Congress party because he wanted to resist the uprising of nationalism in India. How? So there is a belief theory that A.O. Hume somehow got some papers or some forecast by some Baba who said that there's a rise in or upsurge in nationalism in India, and there's a revolt coming up much bigger than revolt of 1857. So what he thought is to culminate all those aspirations of nationalism, he founded a party just to provide a buffer or bolster or to pacify the Indian nationalists, so that okay, let's find a party and then we'll have an elite club and a political elite, and then we'll discuss and debate in it. So this was one view, that was the traditional view, that how Congress party was formed, which says that Congress was founded by Britishers in order to resist a national upsurge or revolt that was coming up. Don't you think there is something wrong with this way? Which means that Congress was completely anti-national, and that in those initial leaders who were the moderates were completely anti-national and they did not demand freedom. I think there is some flaw with this theory. What are your opinions? For that, let us discuss the second theory. The second theory is lightning conductor theory, which says that it is not that A.O. Hume who utilized or used the Indian nationalists, but it was Indian nationalists who used A.O. Hume. So that was a time when Congress was founded, that was a time of brutal repression opted by British government to suppress all such revolts, because British government was very cautious after the revolt of 1857 that no another revolt or on such a massive scale should take place, and that's why they were continuously resorting to violence, repression, censorship, and completely banning up all the political activities by Indians. So at such a situation, founding a political party was really very challenging, and even if founded, it would not survive because of the extreme repressions opted by British government. So what Indian nationalists did is that they used A.O. Hume. They said that we'll have a political club for general debates and discussions, and we'll just strengthen the polity of India. We would in turn help Britishers, democratize the Indian system, so that it would also help in efficient administration of India. So they demanded the Canadian model that was followed, that is the dominion status of India. However, that came much later. So using a British or having a British in the party would ensure Britishers or the British government that okay, this is not being anti-nationalist, and this would not be used by Indians as a tool against Britishers. So it was just a trick or tactic by Congress, in a way that they showed under the facade of political club. They developed a strong sense of nationalism that gave an upsurge of democratic demands in the later stages. So there are two theories in regarding the origin of Congress. One is safety valve theory that I discussed, in which it is proclaimed by some of the historians that it was A.O. Hume who used Indian nationalists, and in turn it demeaned Indian nationalism. But the second theory, which is also a modern view, which was also pioneered by the famous historian Bipin Chandra, that was a lightning conductor theory, in which it is shown that very tactically and very wittingly Indian nationalists used A.O. Hume to establish a political club, a political movement that helped us achieve independence. It was also, there's one more fact. One of the founding members, that was the great grand old man of India, Dadabhai Naroji, also explained the drain theory, that how Indians were exploited by Britishers to such a code that all the resources from India were completely dismantled and were taken up by Britishers. That was his drain theory. So he explained the economic aspect of colonialism in his book, Poverty and the Un-British Rule in India. Do you have time? Please read the book. Highly recommended. Thank you.